September 2025 has just delivered one of the biggest shocks for millions of Americans living on Social Security. SSI and SSDI reports are confirming that this month, many beneficiaries are set to receive double payments, some reaching up to $2,000. And that's not all. Alongside these larger deposits, there is fresh debt settlement relief rolling out, giving struggling seniors and disabled individuals a chance to finally cut down long-standing debts. For anyone relying on fixed income, this isn't a rumor or speculation. It's a real update creating excitement and confusion across the country. People are asking, who qualifies? How much will they actually receive? And when will the money hit their accounts? For anyone living on a fixed income, the thought alone is enough to spark hope and curiosity. For years, Social Security beneficiaries have struggled to keep up with rising costs. Groceries, rent, and healthcare bills are higher than they've ever been, and seniors especially feel the pressure. So when headlines start spreading about double payments and debt forgiveness, the natural question is whether this is just talk or a genuine opportunity that people should prepare for. To understand the significance of this development, it helps to look at the day-to-day reality of people living on SSI and SSDI. These benefits are often the only source of income for millions of Americans, many of whom cannot work due to age, disability, or health conditions. The payments are predictable, scheduled on strict timelines, and rarely change outside of annual cost of living adjustments. Because of that stability, recipients plan their lives down to the day a deposit arrives. A sudden increase or unexpected second payment in the same month isn't just surprising, it can be life-changing. The idea of double payments in September 2025 comes from the way the calendar aligns with Social Security's payment schedule. Sometimes, when the first of a month falls on a weekend or holiday, payments are issued earlier. This creates situations where beneficiaries see two deposits within the same month. For September 2025, those conditions align in such a way that many recipients could receive both an early deposit and their regular September check. Add to that the adjustments tied to updated living cost considerations, and suddenly people are seeing larger numbers in their bank accounts than usual. Now add debt settlement relief into the picture. Across the nation, seniors and disabled Americans are carrying heavy debts, medical bills, credit card balances, and personal loans they can't realistically pay off with limited incomes. Debt collectors call, letters pile up, and stress grows heavier each month. The new debt relief programs introduced this year are specifically aimed at vulnerable groups like SSI and SSDI recipients. They offer negotiated reductions, forgiveness of penalties, and pathways to settle balances for less than the original amount. Combined with larger Social Security deposits, this creates a rare moment where people feel like they are finally gaining control of their finances. Consider the story of a retired grandmother living in the Midwest, surviving on an SSI check of about $900 a month. She has $7,000 in credit card debt left over from years of covering groceries and medical copays when inflation spiked. Each month, she pays the minimum balance but watches the interest pile up, making the debt feel endless. In September, she receives not just one but two checks totaling close to $1,800. At the same time, she is informed that her debt settlement program has cut her balance down to $3,500, giving her a clear path to pay it off within a year. For her, this isn't just financial help, it's emotional relief. It means no more sleepless nights wondering if she'll ever get out of debt. The ripple effects of this kind of financial support are enormous. When seniors and disabled individuals have more money in their pockets, it doesn't just improve their personal lives, it also strengthens local communities. Extra payments mean more trips to local grocery stores, pharmacies, and small businesses. It means healthier food choices, fewer skipped medications, and a greater sense of dignity. When combined with reduced debt, it allows people to participate in their communities without the constant cloud of financial stress hanging over them. But with every announcement of major financial changes, questions and skepticism follow. People want to know, is this truly new money, or is it just an advance on future benefits? Will the double payment this month mean less in the next? And with debt settlement, Are there hidden fees or catches that might trap seniors into programs that don't really help them? These are valid concerns, especially because financial scams targeting Social Security recipients are common. Fraudsters often use headlines like this to trick people into giving up personal information. That's why experts are warning beneficiaries to rely only on official Social Security Administration communications and verified debt relief programs, not third-party calls or messages. Despite the caution, the excitement is real. Imagine an SSDI recipient in California, living on about $1,400 a month, struggling to cover rent and utilities. This September, with double deposits, that person could see as much as $2,000 in their account at once. Pair that with debt relief cutting down overdue bills, and suddenly they have the breathing space to handle rent without sacrificing food or skipping medical appointments. For someone in that position, the difference between scraping by and living with dignity can come down to these few hundred extra dollars. It's also worth noting the psychological impact of these changes. Financial stress is one of the leading causes of anxiety and depression among seniors and disabled individuals. The constant worry of not having enough to cover essentials weighs heavily on mental health. When unexpected relief comes, whether through double payments or debt forgiveness, it doesn't just lift a financial burden, it lifts a mental one as well. The peace of mind that comes from knowing bills can be paid and debts are shrinking is immeasurable. Looking forward, this moment raises an important conversation about the future of Social Security. Should double payments or increased monthly benefits become a standard tool for supporting vulnerable populations? Advocates argue that with inflation and rising costs, one-time boosts are not enough. What's needed is a more permanent increase that reflects the true cost of living. Debt relief measures, too, should not be rare exceptions but ongoing programs that prevent people on fixed incomes from falling into cycles of unmanageable debt in the first place. Policymakers will no doubt be watching the effects of September's changes closely to determine if these should be expanded or repeated in the future. The stories coming out of households across America show just how impactful this September shock is. Seniors who thought they might never pay off debts are suddenly seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Disabled individuals who had been choosing between medicine and meals now feel like they can manage both. Families caring for older relatives are finding relief in knowing their loved ones are financially supported. This is more than just money, it's dignity, security, and stability. Still, it's important for beneficiaries to stay proactive, checking bank accounts carefully, keeping track of deposits, and confirming any debt relief offers through official channels is essential. The promise of double payments and reduced debt is real, but so is the risk of confusion or scams. By staying informed, seniors and disabled individuals can make sure they take full advantage of the opportunities September offers without falling into traps. The bottom line is that September 2025 represents one of the most significant financial moments in recent Social Security history. The alignment of double payments and expanded debt relief is giving millions of Americans a rare chance to reset, regroup, and regain financial confidence. While not every problem will vanish overnight, the combination of extra funds and reduced debt provides exactly what so many people have been asking for: a chance to breathe, to catch up, and to live with less fear of what tomorrow will bring. As this month unfolds, recipients of SSI and SSDI have reason to pay close attention, reason to celebrate, and reason to hope. The shock of September isn't just about seeing bigger numbers in bank accounts. It's about the realization that meaningful financial change is possible, even when the challenges seem overwhelming. For millions, this is the first step toward stability in years, and it carries with it the message that support is not only possible, it's here, it's real, and it's making a difference. And as more households experience this relief firsthand, the story of September 2025 will be remembered not just as a headline, but as a turning point in the lives of seniors and disabled Americans across the country.